minutes to pull this one out?
Yeah, I thought we executed. I thought we did better getting the ball inside. I don't know, we just made big plays. We made big free throws down the stretch. But overall, I thought we could have played with better pace tonight. And I thought we could have taken care of the ball a little bit better. So thanks to clean up for sure.
And for the first time since 2016, this team has clinched a playoff spot. You guys learned about it last night. In your first year, you're going to be playing postseason basketball. What does that mean for you, this team, and this organization?
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization. Obviously, longest drought in Wnba history, not making it to the playoffs. So, just happy. I mean, these fans, they're incredible. So, if it wasn't for them, I don't know if we'd be here. And I'm just really happy for Kelsey Mitchell, too. She's been with this organization for 7 years, and really, they've honestly struggled. And she's had probably the best year of her career, played really, really good basketball. So, I'm just really happy for her. She deserves just about as more as anybody. So, I'm happy for her.
Appreciate it, Kayla. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Finding ways to win when you're not always on your A game is the hallmark of a good team. That was the Fever here tonight.
They were fantastic. They were out of rhythm in the first.
All right, so the Indiana Fever has notched their 5th straight game of this second half of the season with a combined score of 93-86 over the LA Sparks, who gave them a tough game. The LA Sparks, they was ready in the first half. They was causing the Fever to turn the ball over more than normal in the first half. They also had Sparks had a strong second quarter, which they almost had 30 points, but they only led the halftime by 1 point, was I think 47-46, something like that, where the Fever made a push in the second quarter by scoring 24 points, even though they led the first quarter by 23-19. But like I said, the Sparks had a strong second quarter. Now, the Sparks didn't do good in the third quarter because the Fever led that quarter, and they led the fourth quarter because they buckled down, they limited turnovers, and they made a lot of shots. And this third quarter, Caitlin Clark started to be Caitlin Clark. She ended up recording her second triple-double. The only rookie that has recorded 2 triple-doubles in the same season. She would have had 3, but we already know how that goes. But a night where Kelsey Mitchell didn't shot her best. She was 8 for 18 from behind the field. She was only 2 for 7 from 3, but she notched 18 points. She still had 4 rebounds and 2 assists, which she still was a +6 in the territory. But the main caveat of this game was Aaliyah Boston, a game that Aaliyah Boston needed, and which something I talked about earlier today is that, especially when they're making the playoff, Aaliyah Boston, is going to she's going to have matchups. And I think Aaliyah Boston could have another breakout game on Friday against the Minnesota team that gave her fits. And I think now, if you think about it, if Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, Leah Boston, even Lexi Hall and Alyssa Smith or whoever gives them that other fourth one in double figures, they're going to be able to do things and win games. It's going to be hard to stop them because so much focus that Caitlin Clark gets, especially where she's so much of a gravity puller that allows Kelsey Mitchell. Now, Kelsey, like I said, Kelsey had an off game this game. This is first game, I think, since the All-Star break and the Olympic break that she didn't score 20 points. And I think the announcer must have got it wrong because he said 22 points, but she only had 18 points. Now, Clark and Boston, they led the way with 24 points apiece. But Clark had 24, 10, and 10. And she shot 8 for 17 from the field. She was 4 from 3, 4 for 10, both on 3-point line. And which, speaking of three-pointers, she also become the first person to reach 100 three-pointers in, I think it's 34 games. I believe it's 34 games. Let me double check on that to make sure I'm correct on that. She's the fastest to 100 points in NBA history. So she set a record, which on top of everything that has happened today with her winning the Player of the Month, Rookie of the Month, and the Player of the Week, and notching a second triple-double and first rookie to hit 100 three-pointers in the season, I mean, the accolade is like every time she step on the court, she's breaking a record, no matter what it is. And like I said, Aaliyah Boston did provide. She got her 12th double double of the season, surpassing what she had last year of 11. So that's good to see for her. And Leah Boston, she also finished. Well, she finished the game with what, 24-14 and 4 assists. She was 10 for 16 from the field, which is good. She was 0 for 1 behind 3-point line. She was 1 for 5 behind um, the free throw line, and she only had 3 fouls this game, so she didn't really get too much in foul trouble. And she had 12 points. Now Lexi Hall, she was a +1 still. She had 4, and she was 2 for 2 for the free throw line. She was 1 from the field and everything like that. But she only had 4 rebounds, 4 points in this game. She played 29 minutes, but you can't understate that because her defense is something that is really helps the team when it comes down to locking down, and they taking more pride into their defense now more so than ever. Melissa Smith, she had another double-digit game. I think this is her 3rd straight game, double-digit, and she played 27 minutes. She had 4 rebounds. She also had 1 assist. She was 4 from 8 from the field, 0 for 1 for 3-point line. She was 5 from 6 for the free throw line. That is something new because we saw her earlier today practicing free throws, which she was missing. She had 3 block shots. One of them was a emphatic block shot. So she only had 2 personal fouls. She's just a +1. The bench scored, I think, 11 points total. Yeah, 11 points total. 3 points by Dantes, 3 points by Katie Lou, which Katie Lou looking like her role most likely probably is going to fit better coming off the bench. I think her coming off the bench will take a lot of pressure off her. She can move around a little bit, and she played a really good sound defense throughout the game. So that was something. Now Erica Will only had 9 points, but she had 4 points in that stretch and a big 3-pointer on Caitlin Clark behind the back bounce pass to Leah Boston, and Leah Boston kick out to Wheeler for the 3-point play, for the 3-pointer. So that was good with her. So she was 1 for 2 from 3-point, 1 for 2 from the field. But overall, the Indiana Fever, we always talk about the second half when you talk about teams, and the Indiana Fever usually always have that problem in the second half. Now you're starting to see them not, they're more comfortable or not worrying about a team making a run on them, a team that if they blow a team back or a team start coming back, they know how to adjust it. And Chrissy Side starting to understand more now how to kill teams' runs instead of let teams continue to have runs and build leads or cut their leads down. So even when the Sparks was trying to make a run, you kind of see that the Indiana Fever didn't allow them to get close. At one point, it got down to 1. It got down. It was 3 at one point, but they were still continuously playing a tight game, and they didn't get rattled no matter what the LA Sparks did. Now, for the LA Sparks, their leading scorer in the game was the leading scorer in the game was Odyssey Sims. She had 20 points. Stevenson, she was doing good. She shot good from the 3-point line. She was 3 from 6. Derek and Hammy had 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. But she missed a lot of shots from the field. She was 6 for 15. But she was perfect behind the line. Nia Nurse, she had 13 points off the bench. Rakia Jackson, she played 24 minutes. She only had 5 points, and that was a 3-point play that she had got over Lexi Hall, and she only had 2 rebounds. So they didn't shoot well, but at the same time, they made the game tight and close. Now, for further stats of this game, the Indiana field was 49% to their 40% from the field. on Indiana Fever was 7 for 22 from our 3-point line. It was 32% to their 37. They both was good from the field. I mean, for the free throw line, 83 to 82. Fever with that. Now the Fever had 18 turnovers, and most of the turnovers came in the first half, but they cut it down. I think no more than 5 or 6 in the second half. And it had 18 assists, where the Sparks had 17. Now rebounding, that's where the Fever, and that's something else the Fever had learned to do more in the second half of the season is rebound. They rebound the ball. They had 40 rebounds. They out-rebounded them by 12. By 12, they had 8 offensive to their 6. Fever had 4 blocks. They had 5 steals to their 9. And even though the LA Sparks had more fouls to give. So all in all is that the Indiana Fever are rolling right now. They're a team that you do not want to play right now in this game. You don't want to play right now. You want to. It's like they play. If you really starting to pay attention to the Indiana Fever and look at them really closely, they starting to play different ways. A lot of different ways now. They know how to play tough games. They know how to play blowout games. They get down. They know how to fight their way and claw their way back. So this is a team that is clicking on all cylinders right now in every facet of the game, because before they would get down, blow out bad. They would get down on themselves. They won't even try to fight back. They blow out teams, and they allow teams to come back down and lose the game. Then they play tough games. They don't get physical enough. Now this team is starting to get really, really physical. Now also in this game, Tammy Fan-Bentley did not play, because she hurt her shoulder in the last matchup. That was the Dallas Wings on Sunday, I think. But hopefully we could get Timmy back against the Minnesota Lynx. That will be good, because you could put her on the Fisher Collar. That will be a good matchup right there. And then long as we could, and I think the more focus of this game probably will be shutting down Caleb McBride, because last game Caleb McBride had a really good game against us. So I think putting Lexi on her, because now Lexi's starting, so that probably would be her main person. Not letting Caitlin. You probably put whoever. So, but anyway, the Indiana Fever, like I said before, the Indiana Fever is putting the beats down. They are on a 5-game winning streak. It could be 6. And like I said, there's a chance that the Indiana Fever could win the rest of their games easily, because you already look at the Aces. They're not really scoring a lot. It's just Asia Wilson scoring. You know what I'm saying? And if you really relying on Asia Wilson to score, you could allow her to get her points. You know what I'm saying? But shut everybody else down. But it's going to be hard for them to shut the Indiana Fever down, because now Indiana Fever is getting a lot of things that they want to do too. So, and the more they continue to find their rhythm, the more they continue to execute, the better this team is right now. And it's sad to say that teams, they know playing them, it's going to be a tough task right now. So, but all in all, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever is one of the hottest teams in the league. They are, I think they 18-6 at home now. They have a really good home record. And like I said, they're racking up awards left and right. I mean, Caitlin Clark is on a tear right now. She's on a tear. They can clinch the playoffs. She had her second triple-double, fastest to 100 points, player of the month, rookie of the month, player of the week. So it's been a good month of August, and now she's starting September out, already on fire, recording a second triple-double. Like I said, she might end up being player of the week again on Friday, because if she have another spectacular performance against the Minnesota Lynx, closing out the week. I think we close out the week on Sunday, and that's what I think. I don't know who they got Sunday. If they play Friday, let me double check real quick. They got the Dream on Sunday, so she could close out Sunday with 2 spectacular tackler and win Player of the Week again. And then she could be on her way to win Player of the Month, Rookie of the Month again. Who knows? But I'm going to let you listen to what Caitlin had to say in the press conference about her triple-double performance today, because she did say she knew, it was.
Yeah, I think it's important. These are games you really need to win at home, and the more we can win, the better we can position ourselves for the playoffs. So, and also we're just a competitive group of individuals. Like, nobody wants to lose. That's not fun, especially in front of these fans. And a lot of them, they only get to see the Fever play one time. They spend a lot of money to come here and watch us and have fun with us. So, you want to kind of give them a show every single time we're in here. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. So, don't take that for granted, because before we know it, the season will be over. And I think this team is just trying to go one game at a time. But to get the homestand started off on the right note, I think was super important, and it's just continuing to go one step at a time and continue to build that confidence. But I feel like we're playing really good inside this building, so it's just continuing to build on that.
Good, Keem.
All right, so you listening to hear that. Now, some quick stats before I close out. Caitlin Clark is currently a top 5 player in the Wnba as a rookie right now. Season. Asia Wilson's number 1, Brianna Stewart, Nafisha Carla, Enrique Wnba, and Caitlin Clark. Right now, Caitlin Clark is a top 5 player in the league. And the Indiana Fever as a team as a whole has won 5 straight games. They're 7-1 since the All-Star break, and they're 10-1 in the last 11 games. So can they make it 8-1? Because guess what? They are tied with the Minnesota Lynx, who also has lost 1 game since the break. And that's going to be a matchup. And this could, to be honest with you, this could be a matchup in the playoffs, or this could be a matchup in the finals. Because right now, if you look at Friday's game, let me see. If you look at games for Friday, you got games for Thursday. Thursday games right now. The Storm and the Liberty play. The Mystics and so the Storm, the Liberty. If the Liberty beat the Storm, they'll lose 14 games. They'll be a half a game ahead of the Indiana Fever for that 5th spot. Friday comes. The Aces play the Sun. If the Sun beats the Aces and the Fever beats the Lynx, then the Lynx will still be in the 3rd spot. And they will still match up. But if the Fever could get to the 5th spot, then they have a chance to either play the Aces in the first round if the Aces try to move up. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And I don't think they can move up. Well, they're 21. It all depends if the Lynx lose a few more games, but the Lynx still will hold a tiebreaker over them because they beat them 2 straight. So it's going to come down to between Connecticut, the Lynx, and the Aces, and that to the 4th spot. But if the Storm loses tomorrow night to the Liberty, and that's 14, they still be a half a game ahead. And if the Fever wins, they'd be 19-16. So they'd be a game and a half behind. So all in all, but we'll see. But leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this impressive win and Caitlin Clark's amazing triple-double, 100-point, 3-point record. And what do you think how far do you think the Indiana Fever could go in the playoff? Like I said, I still have a special video coming about their playoff chances, but I'm gonna hold on to it because I want to make sure. I want to do it around the playoff time. That video, I think the video I was going to put out today, I'm going to hold it to when they make the playoff. That's when I'm really going to do it to, talk about their playoff run and stuff. I don't want to put it out so fast. But until then, it's your boy Live Watch Sports Live Watch Sports Media. And you know what I say all about this time. You know what it is.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing. Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't don't wanna miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire. Sports and entertainment. Let's go.